Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Back.
Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go one more.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Howard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better. Sunday. Check.
Now Wentz. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 27 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Try to punch it in with Howard. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller, and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine. Switch it.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Solid.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson taking it in as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. No, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Ready, 88.
Let's go, B, let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching it.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton buying time to his left. He'll take it, and that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 36 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jameis to throw it. And Brate, the tight end's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Slam.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Winston now to throw on first down. Caught by Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Winston on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
54.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He'll buy some time right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It was Eric Reed in on the stop. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston now. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike, ready?
Flag, what you got? I got him.
On play action, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This one complete to Scott Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 43.
First down, Winston. It's complete. It's Miller. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jameis now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Perriman, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Back to throw, Newton. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He hits more. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Keep playing.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he's got Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Winston, the offense, with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the eye. Check.
Hey, stop.
Check. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Follow.
From just shy of midfield, Winston under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this time. On 2nd down and 4. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 22, Newton is going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Newton to throw, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch the twins.
Newton throwing again. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Devin White able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on first down, Newton, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 13 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Panthers 14, Buccaneers 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
This is Jones. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Green, triple team.
Mike's 5-4.
Oh, you got deep?
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Play fake. Winston. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check. Ready.
Now Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now it's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game.